Raja Ampat, the most marine diverse place on the planet and said to be the best diving destination left on Earth. We'd seen the videos, and we believed it, but we'd also read stories. Rubbish in the ocean, coral bleaching, overpriced boat rides, bugs, rats, too many stories to count, which made us wonder, is Raja Ampat worth it? So we decided to come and find out for ourselves.
And for the last 4 nights, we've been in Raja Ampat, and in this video we'll tell you all about it.
But let's rewind a bit. How did we get here? Well, simple really. Step 1, fly from Sydney to Bali. Step 2, fly from Bali to Sorong. I'm so sleepy. I'm still quite sick. Step 3, catch a taxi from the airport to the ferry terminal. Step 4, wait at the ferry terminal for 2 hours before the ticket office opens. Step 5, line up and purchase ferry tickets.
A few hours later,
Got our ticket. Step 6, catch the 2-hour ferry to Waisai. Step 7, arrive in Waisai, walk through hordes of people and somehow find yourself at the tourism office. Step 8, purchase your tourism entrance ticket and pay your marine fees.
we've just paid our entrance fee and some taxes.
Step 9, wander around aimlessly trying to find your local homestay host who is not responding on WhatsApp. Step 10, eventually find your homestay and get on his longboat. Step 11, hold on tight. Step 12, one big storm and a few bruised bottoms later, arrive at your homestay in paradise. Well, we made it and we've had about a 2-hour nap. This is our room. We're about to go for our first snorkel up asleep. Well, good morning from day 3 in Raja Ampat. Just thought I'd take a little vlog. We haven't really been vlogging because it's been a bit shit It basically rained all of yesterday. We managed to go for a little snorkel in the morning, but then it rained for the rest of the day, so we just stayed inside our little hut, in the safety of our hut. And on the first day we arrived around lunchtime, and then we went for a snorkel, and then it rained. So not gonna lie, we haven't really been having the best time, and I came quite well prepared with a sting suit for sea lice, but they still managed to get me quite a lot here. We counted before and it was 50 bites.
None for me.
None for Chris.
No bites for me.
But the good thing is, oh, and the other thing is our GoPro stopped working. I do not know why, but that means that we can't even like capture all of the amazing underwater life. And we gotta say, like, the snorkeling here is definitely the best we've ever seen, so that part is true about Raja Ampat. But yeah, I think we've just been pretty unlucky with the weather. I think it's the end of the season, so yeah. But yeah, hopefully today will be a good day. We're doing a tour and we're going on a boat, and we're going to Cree. We'll see how much we can capture because of our GoPro dying. So unfortunately we didn't capture a single piece of footage for the rest of the day, so instead I'll tell you all about it while Chris takes you on a tour of our homestay.
This is our hut. I'll take you for a walk to breakfast.
You can kind of tell from that footage of me talking that I wasn't having the best time in Raja Ampat. To be honest, it was a bit hard to stay positive when my body was covered in bites and it was raining for most of the time, but our biggest disappointment was definitely our GoPro dying. This island was so remote that there was no internet connection here, so we couldn't troubleshoot how to fix it either. It really is a shame that we couldn't show you all of the incredible sea life that we saw, but if you want to see it, there's so many YouTube videos out there that show all of the amazing underwater life in Raja Ampat, but you're gonna have to take our word for it. We saw huge manta rays, we saw a turtle, so many incredible fish and coral, and yeah, just the most thriving sea life we've ever seen. The one negative was the amount of rubbish, so I'm not sure if it was the rain that brought it all in, but there was one spot called Cape Cree where we were literally ducking and weaving between plastic bottles and rubbish with the most incredible underwater life just below. You definitely wanted to wash yourself off after swimming in the ocean, which brings me to the showers. So the showers are here on the left. We didn't actually get any other footage of them, but this is a photo of what they look like. And we were mentally prepared. We knew that it was going to be super basic, so really it was fine, but just be prepared if you are coming to Raja Ampat that you might have some little critters watching you while you shower, and this was the person looking after our freshwater supply. Anyways, amongst the negatives, there were definitely moments of magic at Avonsea Homestay, and we were lucky enough to enjoy this beautiful sunset on our last night there.
Good morning. It's our last day in Avonsea Resort. So we've just done a little bit of packing and I think we're going to leave at about 9 a.m. But as usual, it's all island time, so it's all a bit fluid. But yeah, it's a pretty calm morning. I think we'll do one more snorkel before we go, and then we're on to our second homestay.
It was a 2-hour boat ride to our next homestay on Fam Islands, and we got a beautiful still morning for it. The funny thing was with this ride was, with the whole zero internet thing, I actually couldn't show our guide where exactly our next homestay was, and they didn't recognise the name, so they just kind of drove the boat towards the general direction of Fam Islands and hoped for the best. But luckily about 1.5 hours into the ride, my phone connected to some internet and we managed to get to the homestay in one piece. We quickly realised we were the only tourists staying at this homestay. The sun was shining and we finally felt like we were experiencing that paradise that we had dreamt of in our head. Our 4th morning in Raja Ampat. And we're in a new location, Raja Ampat Sunrise Homestay on Pham Islands. And it's beautiful. We had a really amazing day yesterday. We just basically came from our hut, made the long journey to the beach, back and forth all day, and the long journey to the dining room to be served up incredible feasts. And now we're making our morning coffee. First morning here at Sunrise Homestay. And we're going to go and enjoy it on the jetty and reflect on the night that we just had. How did we sleep?
Not well. Got 3 separate mosquito attacks and about 3 separate rats or mice in the room.
Yeah, we didn't zip up our bags and we heard our protein bars get dropped on the floor a few times, so we had to get up and zip them up. And we'll show you later what our bed setup is, but there was a bit of a faux pas with the fan blowing onto the mosquito net. The mosquito net's so thick that you can't feel the fan through it. So
it's one or the other.
yeah, but we kept both on, but we think that the fan kept blowing the mosquito net and letting mosquitoes in. So, but for once, Chris was the target, which is nice.
Yeah, it sucked. Usually I'm safe, and then this one gets eaten.
Yeah, I've gotten eaten enough. The currents have brought rubbish onto the beach. And when we're on the boat rides, often they'll suddenly stop the boat and then lift up the motor and they'll say, plastic, plastic. Because the plastics would have gone into the motor. And yeah, it was just constant in the ocean. Well, not constant, it was like every few minutes would see a bit of rubbish. So it was very, very sad. Small ones! Oh my gosh! Wow! I wonder if they're actual baby mantas.
Yeah, could be.
Come back! Well, we're about to go on our tour for today, which is a tour to Pianimo, which we've been very much excited for. There's a viewpoint that we're going to go up, and it has a really nice lookout onto these little islands that are on the $1 million note. So excited for that. It's quite fun. The people here can't speak any English, so it's always a bit of fun to figure out what's going on. You really have to go with the flow in Indonesia. But the good thing is all the locals are very flexible and they're usually happy to make things work for you. So cute. Bye. So cute. And look at this tiny little boy doing some fishing. Right, we're in. Walking up these steps.
Show the steps.
Chris loves that the trees are going through the stairs.
So nice. Got a few steps to go. Dropped off at another spot. We weren't sure about this one, so it's all a surprise. We just made it up to the second viewpoint. It's a bit of a climb, but stunning views.
Down. fresh coconut. From one of these neighbouring trees.
Just what we needed.
Welcome to our humble abode. At the entrance we have a lovely little bowl to dip your feet in. Go up these stairs. It's looking a little bit worse for wear because we've just come back from a snorkel. And we've got a lovely little seating area out the front with a view of the beach. These are all the other huts. It's got windows. It's a very high spec for compared to some of the others. Then we've got a bed behind a curtain, mosquito net. Now, this is the mosquito net we were talking about, the fan. So there's a fan, which is also a luxury, but when it blows, and if we have the mosquito net down, you can't even feel it. Bit of a faux pas. But yeah, then we've got planks of wood for the floor, table, and we even have an ensuite, which is very unusual. You can't really see much because the electricity only goes on at 6. Then we can turn on the light and stuff. But yeah. Beautiful.
It's our last night in Sunrise Homestay.
Yeah, we went for a good snorkel, just checking out the house reef. Oh, was it a rat?
Yeah, it was.
Oh yeah. Anyway, we went for a really good snorkel checking out the house reef. I went for a snorkel for about 45 minutes and then I decided to tell Nat that it was worth dragging her out for it. This is what happens when you've been snorkeling all day.
So Chris snorkeled once there and back, and then he came and got me and said there's no sea lice and snorkeling's pretty good. So he went twice as much as I did, and look.
My hands have never been this wrinkly before. Crazy.
Mine for reference, not too bad.
Oh, mine look disgusting.
Oh my gosh.
I've never seen them like that. What is wrong? Even before it started to get to the big corals, we saw a sea turtle, which is the only second one we've seen so far.
That was so magical.
Shortly afterwards, we saw one of these like massive eels. Like
It was huge.
I think it was like 3 meters.
Longer than this, yeah.
Yeah, it was huge, and it was like this big with a big flowy tail. Yeah.
I saw 2 stingray, and then we also saw the lionfish. Lionfish are stunning things.
Yeah. And like most of our snorkels here, there's times where you just feel like overstimulated with the amount of fish you can see everywhere, all different colors, greens.
Oh, reminds me of the...
It's a lot of rats.
Yes, then we went for a little walk around the village.
Going for a little tutu inland.
Church.
So there's a grandpa that lives on the island, and we noticed that today he was raking the beach, and it looks like he made all these different piles. This one's of driftwood, this one's of leaves, and styrene, and then rubbish, more rubbish, and they're just in neat little piles all along the beach. It's so cool.
Neat little piles all along the beach. He's been cleaning all day.
And yeah, that's it for the island side of Raja Ampat. We're leaving tomorrow at 8 in the morning. So we're going to wake up for the sunrise and have a little breakfast and then go off on the long boat journey back to Waisai, which is the mainland. And we've got one night there. Then the next morning we're hoping to go to
Kali Biru,
which is a beautiful blue river.
which was my dream to see. I had to negotiate hard to make sure that this
Yeah.
made the cut, so
That's the only reason we're going to stay one night in Waisai is to see this Kali Biru.
we'll see if it's worth it and we'll let you know.
Yeah, but I must say I am, after 5 nights of living in Raja Ampat Islands, I'm very much looking forward to washing my hair and to not be living in a mosquito infested room. What are you looking forward to?
Hopefully we can not eat fish for one meal.
How much of a luxury having toast in the morning would feel like.
It's the simple pleasures.
Cold. Simple cold kind of Coke.
Best sound in the world.
Beautiful.
Oh, that was a bar!
Kali Biru was the perfect end to our time in Raja Ampat, and we would definitely recommend adding it to your Raja Ampat itinerary. After spending an hour or so soaking in the beauty, we were straight to the ferry terminal to begin the long journey home, ending our time in Raja Ampat. So I guess the last thing to do is answer the question, is Raja Ampat worth it? There were times on the trip where I felt like I was on an episode of Survivor, and I wanted nothing more than to teleport myself back home. But looking back on the trip, I can 100% say Raja Ampat is worth it. The rubbish in the ocean is a real problem, but what you see beneath it all makes you forget all about it. Our advice would be to visit in peak season to avoid the rain, mentally prepare yourself for the simple living conditions, and to see lots of bugs, frogs and rats. Bring some cream and antihistamines in case you get bites, and learn some Bahasa so that you can speak to the locals. I definitely regret not doing this. Being offline and living remote for a week was such a unique experience, especially in the world we live in today, and my favourite part of the trip, besides seeing the underwater world, was meeting all the incredible locals and seeing how they live. So if you're wondering if Raja Ampat is worth it, I say book that flight and go and experience it before it's too late. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one.